when you got motherfuckers paying like $300 for a lightsaber that as soon as you like hit it slightly will fall the apart. But this is insane. Like, Disney is trying to rule the world. This is not a surprise to anyone. They own all our favorite entertainment, basically. And pretty much like 70% of movies that come out today have the Disney stamp on them.
Just what the dickens is going on here, huh?
Oh shit, it's him again.
What's this about a deal with the Chinese? I own all this shit now! I own the Death Star! I own Tatooine! It's all mine! Alright, fuckers, where are the missing ballots?
According to them, the Disney Plus in user license agreement absolves them of any lawsuit possible. And when you hear this situation that has been making the rounds in the news, there's several things that are just stupid as all hell.
A widow is trying to sue Disney after his wife died from an allergic reaction at the Disney Springs restaurant. Back in October, the couple was having dinner at an Irish pub in the Florida shopping center owned by Disney. And Jeffrey Piccolo says they asked the waiter several times if the food was allergen-free. They assured her it was. But 45 minutes later, after the couple left the restaurant, his wife, Canuckborn, a New York doctor, had trouble breathing and collapsed on the floor. She later died. Now, it may sound like grounds for a lawsuit, but Disney says when you sign up for Disney Plus, the streaming service that has nothing to do with the restaurant, you sign away your rights to Disney, and it's all in caps. If you look, it says any dispute between you and us, except for small claims, is subject to a class action waiver and must be resolved by individual binding arbitration.
So, according to Disney's fine print in their Disney Plus subscription, any dispute between you and us, except for small claims, is subject to a class action waiver and must be resolved by individual binding arbitration. Please read the arbitration provision in this agreement as it affects your rights under this contract. Now, I thought we had laws that were in place to not prevent people from signing themselves into, like, essentially all their rights being given over to a person or a company.
You thought wrong, my good bitch.
But then again, I guess this is America and this is, standard fare. I'm shocked that this is even a thing, mostly because it turns out that the guy is only looking for $50,000.
Shit, Negro, that's all you had to say.
Now, let's dive deeper into Disney's defense.
Mr. Burns, we've got witnesses, precedent, and a paper trail a mile long.
Yes, well, I have 10 high-priced lawyers.
So according to this BBC article, Disney Plus terms prevent allergy death lawsuit. Disney World is arguing a man cannot sue it over the death of his wife because of terms he signed up to in a free trial of Disney Plus. Jeffrey Piccolo filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Disney and the owners of a restaurant after his wife died in 2023 from a severe allergic reaction after eating at the theme park. However, Disney argues its terms of use, which Mr. Piccolo agreed to when creating his Disney account in 2019, means they have to settle out of court. We are deeply saddened by the family's loss and understand their grief, Disney said in a statement. Given that this restaurant is neither owned nor operated by Disney, we are merely defending ourselves against the plaintiff's attorney's attempt to include us in their lawsuit against the restaurant. The couple had dined at Raglan Road, an Ireland-themed pub located at Disney Springs, a part of the vast Walt Disney World complex in Orlando, Florida. Representatives for Raglan Road and Mr. Piccolo have been contacted for comment. Mr. Piccolo alleges that the restaurant did not take enough care over his wife's severe allergies to dairy and nuts despite being repeatedly told about them. Dr. Tengwison, I'm not going to try her first name because I will destroy it, in hospital, died later in hospital that day, October 5th, 2023. According to the legal filing, her death was confirmed by a medical examiner as a result of anaphylaxis due to elevated levels of dairy and nut in her system. Mr. Piccolo is suing Disney for a sum in excess of $50,000 plus legal costs.
$50,000 cash.
So the psychotic thing for me here is just, one, the man's only asking for $50,000. Okay, your wife was essentially inadvertently killed by this restaurant. Two, isn't it illegal in Florida to not properly state allergies and allergic information on menus?
That's illegal. What you're doing is illegal. Yeah, you have a nice day, man.
Oh, it is illegal. It is pretty much everywhere. That's why most restaurants you go to have all of their allergy information either in its own section on the menu or right under each item. There's a reason we do this, so this doesn't happen. And three, how does Disney Plus, a contract with Disney Plus for Disney Plus and Disney Plus only, correlate to food in a restaurant on Disney grounds that Disney is allowing the land to be rented on and is allowing this restaurant to exist in their theme park? Common sense would say, Disney, you're also responsible as well as the restaurant. And the wildest thing to me, sure, it's god awful that this lady died and all this other stuff, and that his husband is having to go through all this. But the worst thing to me is the factor of this man is only asking for $50,000 in legal fees. And Disney is so money hungry, so fucking capitalist, so greedy that $50,000 to them is going to somehow break the bank.
I'm a broke bitch, and I can't go far, cause you know I can't afford it anyway. Can't rely on my own damn money. I'm so broke that it's not funny.
It is something I'm lost. It's $50,000. You spent 8, 10, 11, whatever billion on buying Star Wars, and 60 billion or whatever on buying Fox. How do you not have $50,000 to slide this man and literally this goes away? If this doesn't make a Disney adult start hating Disney,
no,
then that is a sign that Disney adults probably need to be arrested and put in mental institutes. This doesn't make any sense. The wildest thing is I guarantee that $50,000 is probably just to cover the cost of the vacation. That's probably what it is, because Disney vacations are ridiculously expensive these days. They are nutty. But it's just wild to me that they are countering this guy and going with a lawsuit in a clear-cut case. But the worst part about this is,
You said that already!
the issue of so-called infinite arbitration clauses will likely need to be addressed by the Supreme Court. Fazalatar and other arbitration law experts told CNN, as the High Court's previous arbitration-related precedents have turbocharged the use of such contracts. In the Disney case, a widower has sued the amusement park company on behalf of his dead wife after she suffered a fatal allergic reaction, allegedly from a meal she ate at a park restaurant. Disney has asked the court to move the dispute to arbitration, meaning the case would not go before a jury or otherwise continue in court. To make the argument, Disney is pointing to a subscriber agreement the widower allegedly entered when signing up for Disney Plus that included an arbitration clause as well as the terms and conditions and the online platform he used to buy Epcot tickets for his family for the 2023 trip. The tickets were never used because the woman died 2 days before the planned Epcot visit, the widower's legal filings say. So not only did this man lose his right hip, right? They didn't even get to go to where the tickets that are so alleged with this Disney account of his were purchased with. That's insane to me. Disney spits on people's faces all the time when you got motherfuckers paying like $300 for a lightsaber that as soon as you like hit it slightly will fall the apart. But this is insane. Like, I don't understand why they couldn't just pay this man $50,000.
Pay that man his money.
Like, it's not a lot at all. Okay? Also, like, this man might have to go all the way to the Supreme Court for $50,000. And the Supreme Court, in case you didn't notice, or watch my previous video on it, Supreme Court's not looking very good right now as an option for the protection and safety of consumers, okay? They recently voted to essentially allow companies to start using dangerous chemicals in food and shit again, just because they have those resources on hand. And sure, these resources that they have might be good at preserving food, but they're also like 50% more likely than what's already used to preserve the food to cause cancer and all this other crazy shit. So for them to see this case, I can guarantee you what it's going to mean is now anytime you sign an end user license agreement, you're essentially like owned by whoever you sign that agreement with. So every Apple owner, the moment you buy your phone and like cut it on and create your Apple account, you're now owned by Apple. If your phone like blows up in your pocket, you're screwed, Samsung users. Your leg was owned by Samsung, so I don't know what you're mad about it exploding in your pocket. If you buy a Ford and it breaks down on the side of the road just 2 days after you bought it, your dealership doesn't have to come out and help you. Okay, it's in the end user license agreement. You need to call them and they need to have arbitration with you over the phone to determine what they're going to do. And at the end of the day, all they're going to do is offer like coupons for free oil changes for your truck that no longer f***ing works. Okay, this is psychotic. Capitalism has gone way, 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 way too far. And I don't see how anyone could see this situation and be like, Disney's technically in the right here. It's like, no, it's at their park. And should be happy that the like husband is literally just asking for $50,000 in legal fees. The man basically just wants a refund on his vacation and the ability to put his wife in the ground. You can't even give him that? Like, that's some heartless shit. Like, I knew Mickey Mouse was a fucking Satan spawn, but Jesus.
I got tauntauns coming out my asshole, huh?
I'm so glad I have no like want or wish to really go to a Disney theme park. I'd be afraid of just dying in one, and like the legal ramifications that will put my family through. This is a bit weird, and I'm sure maybe my response is a bit much. But guess what? It's my channel, and you should like and subscribe. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye. It's a fucking train. Why is there a train every time I try and record videos? Like, it's just insane that there's always a train. Get f***ed. Not everyone is meant to be an athlete. Myself is a prime example, but this guy, he learned it the hard way.